This show is part of the Head Stuff Podcast Network.
Cause everything was better in the 90s, with people still connecting in their life. And now we're turning into zombies. So let's go back and take us to the 90s, the 90s.
HBB was created by executive producer Shane Vincent McDermott, aka DJ Gas 4 Cash, and consists of 4 members: Zen, Nico, Dino, and Saver. It is claimed that they are the first international, internet-based boy band of all time.
What you're listening to, dear listener, is the transcript of an interview I gave for the culture website, themusicroad.net. Such was their interest in my new boy band, they had a few questions they couldn't wait to ask me. I just had to pay them €10 for the pleasure.
With members from India, Italy, the UK, and Greece, how do you manage rehearsals, songwriting, and band dynamics while being based in different countries?
As yet, the lads haven't met. I currently very much recruit their services on an ad hoc basis. I'm waiting for the song to be a success before getting them all together in the same room. Probably somewhere in Galway. In terms of rehearsals, I've been working on some dance routines with my niece, and I'm excited to see the boys' reactions.
How do you balance humour and nostalgia in the song without it feeling too critical of the present?
I didn't try to balance it at all. I'm unequivocal about this. Modern society is horrendous. We are the generation that made Jedward famous, and we deserve everything we get.
What can we expect next from HBB? Are there more singles or an album on the way?
You can expect that I will give all to bring success to these plucky underdogs. If the song is the viral success that I am hoping, I plan to record more singles, an album, and then launch an ethically responsible clothing line. Despite very much giving my all for the boys, interest in my boy band has been lukewarm, to say the least. Even my attempts to contact Louis Walsh through his PR agency didn't go as planned.
Dear Shane, thank you for your message. Unfortunately, Louis does not do personal one-to-one mentoring sessions. Your offer to cook lunch was very kind, but we will have to politely decline. He wishes you all the luck for the future.
But this won't get me down, dear listener, because I am already on to my next project and I have a new inspiration.
Life can be heavy, especially if you try to carry it all at once.
Taylor Allison Swift, America's darling, leader and president of the Swifties. Quite possibly the most powerful woman in the world today. Last year, she embarked on what's estimated to have been the most profitable set of concerts by a musician of all time. According to economists, her Eras tour generated more than $2 billion. Incredible numbers, dear listener. Incredible numbers that I couldn't ignore. I needed to explore the secret of her success. Now, Tay-Tay initially made her name in the conservative world of country music, singing songs of heartbreak, nostalgia, and heartbreak. She then transitioned to pop music, where she sung songs of heartbreak, the perils of signing restrictive recording contracts with major label corporations, and heartbreak. The beauty of country music is often in its simplicity. You just need 3 chords and the truth, brother. But in such a competitive market, how could I make a country song that stood out from the crowd? Dear ChatGPT, in your opinion, what is country music missing?
I'd say representation of diverse voices. Country music, for much of its history, has been criticized for being overwhelmingly dominated by white male artists. While there has been significant progress in recent years, with more representation from women, people of color, and LGBTQ+ artists, there's still room to amplify voices and stories from these communities.
So, by representation of diverse voices, you mean financially underprivileged lesbian women of color. You do understand that this is essentially the complete opposite of me, right?
Yes, I understand. When I mentioned representation, I was considering a broad range of voices that could contribute new perspectives to country music. Diversity in music often brings fresh ideas without detracting from what appeals to core listeners.
So, what you're saying is that I should write a country song that tells the story of two cowgirls who fall in love.
Not at all. A country song can absolutely reflect your own unique perspective and values. Songwriting, especially in country music, is all about tapping into genuine life experiences and perspectives.
I don't know, Chatty. I feel that my own life experiences wouldn't lead to the most thrilling or commercially viable country song. I'm going to go with the two gay cowgirls idea, if that's okay with you. Maybe I could release it in time for World Pride Day. Thanks for the help.
Top 40 or Die Trying. Episode 6. Baling Hay and Being Gay.
Firstly, I needed my backing track. Something rustic, rural, heartfelt. Something that evoked the image of a double-denimed Midwesterner under the star-spangled banner, clutching their Stetson to the chest as they looked into the middle distance. As I searched profiles across Fiverr, it became apparent very quickly that this patriotic pastoral nostalgia wouldn't come cheap. There were many wonderful and talented musicians offering their services, but most were outside of my budget, especially those genuinely from the plains. I would have to search further afield.
I will compose nice country music. I have experience in composing for almost 7 years doing electronic and folk music. I can compose in all kind of modes with excellent quality mixing.
A musician from India with the mysterious name of 17 was offering to compose me 180 seconds of country music with 12 different instruments for the bargain price of €20.17. This seemed a strikingly low price for someone who must have dedicated their life to music if they did indeed play 12 instruments. I would be a fool to turn this opportunity down. Dear 17, firstly, your image is ace. Hiding your identity behind a number creates a sense of intrigue and mystique. Who is this person? What does the number represent? I see that you play 12 different instruments. That's an absurdly high number. Were you brought up amongst musicians? Or in a musical family like the Von Trapps? Maybe an Indian version of the Nolan sisters? Either way, keep it a mystery, 17. I like it. You state that you make country music. Well, country music is exactly what I'm looking for. I'm going after Taylor Swift's crowd, and I need something to warm the hearts of real Midwestern Swifties. Please compose me your most authentic country and Western music for the price of €25.77. Thanking you in advance, and I look forward to hearing your work. Shane Vincent McDermott. 2 days later, I had my track. Beautiful. About as genuine as country music could sound. Real cowboys, sitting round a campfire, eating pinto beans and farting it up real good. 17 had painted a very vivid picture. If anything, the track sounded too authentic. How could an artist from India have evoked such American realism? Dear 17, let me start by saying how perfect your backing track is/was. But recently, with the advances in AI, I'm starting to question everything. Did you really make this with your bare hands, or did you use a supercomputer to help you?
Dear Shane, no, it's not AI. I work and collect samples. I will work by altering according to my taste and my style of approach. Thanks for the feedback, but not AI.
Unfortunately, dear listener, I am not tech savvy enough to understand what 17 had just said, but his AI denial was enough for me. I was up and running and needed to find the perfect lyricist to write my gay cowgirls saga. Looking across Fiverr, there didn't appear to be anyone specialising in LGBTQ plus songwriting. I would have to think outside the box.
I am Pedro. I will write your gay erotic novel. I will do my best to make your fantasies come true in a written story. They can be exciting, suggestive and even risque stories. Please, at the moment of writing your requirements for the story, try to write well, without spelling errors.
Dear Pedro, let me state from the off that I have double-checked the following email with my computer's spell check function. But please be aware that I am riddled with dyslexia, and if there are any errors, I ask for your understand. I am currently in the process of writing a gay-themed country song aimed to challenge the heteronormative status quo that has burdened this genre for too long. I also know that Taylor Swift is big with the gays, and this may or may not have also influenced my thinking. I am asking you to write me a short, gay, erotic story that I could then turn into song lyrics. Please create me something based on the adventure of two gay cowgirls. Let's call them Maeve and Roisin. I'm looking for something romantic rather than risque, tender rather than titillating, something to tug at the heartstrings rather than to tug off too. I'll leave the finer details of the story in your capable hands, Pedro. I look forward to receiving your work. Shane Vincent McDermott. 3 days and €12 later, I had my 2,000-word story. Now, I don't have time to read the whole story, but I will share with you some of my favourite passages to give you a taste. Again, I've hired that posh English actor guy to give the reading the weight that it merits.
The sun shone like a giant sphere in the Texas sky, so much so that it seemed to be closer to the earth than it usually is. The heat was rugged, and the ground of that land where Maeve walked with her dog Buddy. In those few hours, the two conversed as if they'd known each other for a long time. They foreshadowed that they would get along very well, and that the sudden mutual companionship was very fitting. When Maeve turned around, she was suddenly met with a kiss on her mouth, which had been planted by Roisin. Maeve didn't know how to react. Her eyes almost popped out of their sockets at the moment when Roisin jumped on her to kiss her. They took advantage of their days off to go to an abandoned cabin in the middle of the countryside, where they slept naked, embraced, told each other their most intimate secrets, and discovered the pleasures that only between them they could enjoy in the solitude of the distance, intimating in 1,000 ways.
If proof were ever needed that AI could never replace the organic creativity of the human soul, Pedro had written the perfect erotica for me to create my lesbian cowgirl odyssey. It was suitably romantic, inclusive in all the right places, and I was on my way. Lyrics and backing track in place, I needed to find the perfect vocalist to bring my work to life. The perfect, rugged, lonesome, leather-chapped gentleman was out there on the internet for me somewhere, and I just needed to find him. Unfortunately, every time I came across a profile for what looked like the perfect singer, I was always put off by the reviews.
This is an AI bot. Don't order from them.
This is not the real Garth Brooks. The seller is using artificial intelligence. I still haven't got my money back.
Fiverr was awash with AI-generated robots who were using computer wizardry to recreate the voices of famous country singers. Although I was slightly tempted by the affordable prices, I had to stick to my watertight principles and find a genuine singer of real blood and bone. Some 20 minutes later, I had my man.
Passionate country music aficionado with 15 plus years as a professional singer and guitarist. My vocals evoke the timeless essence of Merle Haggard, Johnny Cash, and Elvis Presley. Let's infuse your project with the soul of country music.
His name was Tom Savage. Possibly the coolest name I'd ever heard. His profile came equipped with candid pictures of him playing the guitar and looking stoic. Also, he had a beard and tousled hair. He was perfect. Dear Tom, or should I say, howdy. What an excellent image you have. More importantly, you have the exact whiskey-drenched, hard-living voice that I've been looking for. For it is a testament to modern technology that your ranch clearly has Wi-Fi strong enough so that you can share your vocal gift with the rest of the world. My request is somewhat of an unusual one. I'm simultaneously looking to exploit the welcoming LGBTQ+ community, whilst infiltrating the notoriously hostile heteronormative country music scene with one song. It's a big challenge, I know, but I've recently been listening to a lot of high-performance related podcasts and have developed a results-driven mindset. I've attached some song lyrics based on lesbian erotica and a backing track that I've been assured is not AI generated. I am trusting you to create and record the perfect melody. 125-star reviews suggest to me that this isn't your first rodeo. You have my full trust, and I look forward to hearing your work. Shane Vincent McDermott.
They were breaking in the horses. They were breaking all the rules. Hand in hand on the ranch, getting looks from fools. While looking at the livestock, Rose Sheen felt her heart stop when Maeve come join the farm to help with the summer crop.
Dear Tom, this is perfect. I can almost smell the campfire and manly odours. I forgot to ask, where are you from?
Hi Shane, I'm glad you liked it. In answer to your question, I'm originally from Leicester in the UK. Thanks and have a great day.
What on earth? Leicester? When I said I was looking for a real Midwesterner, I didn't mean someone from the West Midlands. I felt betrayed. Another Brit exploiting an innocent Irishman. God, I felt humiliated. But God, he did have a good voice. And he was affordable. So many conflicting emotions. Tom's ethnicity would have to remain our little secret for the time being. We would just never mention it again. Don't ask, don't tell.
If you're enjoying the show, the full season of Top 40 or Die Trying is out now exclusively on Headstuff Plus. Join now for just €5 plus VAT per month. You'll also unlock ad-free listening and exclusive behind-the-scenes bonus content. Find full details in the show notes.
Oh, hello, Martin. Guess what? I have a riddle for you. What's fat, pale, and doesn't reply to his old school friends? I'll leave that one with you. And while you're pondering that, I'll tell you about my latest venture. Gay-friendly country music, and we're looking for a sponsor. You wouldn't want your customers thinking that Doyle's Tools and Hardware is a deeply problematic homophobic establishment now, would you? You better forward me that €200 then. I've got a real-life cowboy who will do the voiceover, and I'll place it just before the second chorus in the song. Listen, Martin, I promise to stop with the hostility the moment you start replying to my messages. Anyway, gotta go. My tea's getting cold. To be honest, wondering why I even got out of bed at all. Hope you're having a better day, and talk soon.
That sorted, I needed some backing vocals. Harmonies are a big thing in country music, and I needed to bring some life to the chorus.
My name is Martha. I'm from South Africa, and I am a full-time musician with 5 years of experience. Work with me is easy, quick and efficient. All you have to do is send me the lyric sheets, your song and the lead vocals.
Dearest Martha, what a pleasure it was to find your profile. I'm in desperate need for some harmonies for my country and western song, and hope you might be the perfect fit. The song tells the story of 2 young women finding love on a ranch. A story as old as time itself. They meet, fall in love, and then one of them gets shot by a Cherokee when they encroach on some sacred land. Think Brokeback Mountain meets Thelma and Louise meets Daniel Day-Lewis's character Hawkeye from The Last of the Mohicans. I imagine you're already gripped. Anyway, Martha, I need some oohs and ahs for the middle 8 and some backing vocals for the chorus. A slight confession. I wrote the chorus in somewhat of a rush and, as yet, the lyrics are not quite where I want them to be. I'm fully aware that the last line, baling hay and being gay, could be improved. Trust me when I say I'm working on it. Thanking you in advance, Martha, and I look forward to hearing your work. Shane Vincent McDermott. Everything was going splendidly, but I felt that the track lacked some musicality. Now, when you think of country and western music, what's the first sound that comes to mind? Exactly, the pedal steel guitar. It brings a dreamy quality to every song it graces. No instrument is more emotive. You can practically taste the cowboys' salty tears.
I'm Hugo from Spain, a lap steel veteran with 20 years of experience. For just €10, I'll add a professional studio quality lap steel line to your music.
Dear Hugo, 20 years of experience for €10 almost seems criminally cheap. But I'm not one to look a gift horse in the mouth. I once stood behind a horse on my uncle's farm and got kicked in the chin, but that's neither here nor there. I've written a traditional country and western song that I hope will find its place among the work of the great American storytellers. I see that you are from Spain. Did you know that many great western films were shot in Spain? In fact, The Good, the Bad and the Ugly was shot in Almeria. Have you seen it? The deeply problematic actor Clint Eastwood goes around committing multiple acts of violence, treating women horrendously while looking stoic in a hat. It's stupidly long and it hasn't aged well, but it's still got a 97% approval rating on Rotten Tomatoes. I want you to use this imagery to record the perfect guitar, Hugo. I look forward to hearing your work. Shane Vincent McDermott. Hugo had nailed it. This genuinely sounded like a genuine country and western song. So genuine that it could probably soundtrack a beer commercial during a break in an American football game or a Republican Party political broadcast. Unfortunately, as is always the case with me, some self-doubt started to creep in. Was this unabashed Americana alienating a famously alienated group? Dear ChatGPT, do cowboys and cowgirls have a particularly difficult relationship with any group?
Cowboys were part of the settler colonial movement that displaced Native American tribes, leading to the loss of land and resources through violence and forced relocations. As a result, many indigenous communities view the legacy of cowboys with ambivalence, as it's tied to colonization.
Oh dear. By aligning myself with this once great yet controversial American tradition, I ran the risk of losing appeal with regards to the indigenous market. This needed to be addressed immediately. There was only one person who I could think of to ask.
Life ain't easy. Sometimes the shit can get so hard.
That's right, Abskull. She who wrote the rap scaring the hell out of that cabin crew. The most no-nonsense person I have ever come across. Who better to give some home truths to the ranch community about their treatment of First Nations peoples? Dear Abskull, for it has been too long. The last time we spoke, we were trying to spook the youth of Cork. Unfortunately, the track was not quite the success I had promised you. Alas, we didn't go viral, and my later, slightly desperate attempts to premiere the song on The Late Late Show were politely rebuffed. But fret not, for I have a new assignment for you. We're going after the Native American audience by rebuking the settlers for their past crimes. In particular, the cowboys and cowgirls, who had zero reservations about stealing reservations. In fact, in keeping with the welcoming tone of the song, I think it would be appropriate to use the gender-neutral term, cow people. I am also simultaneously going after the LGBTQ plus community and hope to release the song for World Pride Day. So please make reference to the fact homophobia within the community is rife, possibly as a result of repressed desires, much like in the Navy or a boarding school. I know you'll smash this, Abskull. Go forth and give it your all. I look forward to hearing your work. Shane Vincent McDermott.
I call them thieves, y'all call them cow people. Stole them from the natives, how they move is lethal. Forced them away from what was theirs. Heartless brutes ignore the innocent tears. Cowboys are homophobic, just damn hateful. Will never wanna be like them, and I'm not, so I'm grateful. And the kicker is most of them are secretly gay. They are terrible people, there will be hell to pay.
Abskull's the best. She was fast becoming one of my favourite musicians who I'd met across this journey. I only wish I had an ounce of her confidence and no fex given attitude. With her contribution, my song was now complete. A raw slice of Americana that technically didn't feature any real Americanos. A song that pays tribute to the heart and soul of the modern American way of life, while also not shying away from its troubling history and current conflicts. The Swifties are going to love it. And so, dear listener, I leave you with the final version of the song, titled Maeve and Roisin, open brackets, Happy World Pride Day, close brackets. It cost me €199.46 to make, and you can download it at top40orddietrying.bandcamp.com. I just hope you enjoy listening to it as much as I enjoy paying other people to make it.
They were breaking in the horses, they were breaking all the rules, hand in hand on the ranch, getting looks from fools. While looking at the livestock, Roisin felt her heart stop when Maeve come join the farm to help with the summer crop. Hard work in the Texas sun, two gay women start to get along. They share their kiss at the rodeo, who knows where their love will go. Two cowgirls under moonlight, a love that felt so right. Maeve and Ro in the stables, making love all night, telling stories and singing songs, LGBT get-alongs, baling hay and being gay, happy World Pride Day. Riding all day on horseback, they kept the love on track. Evenings by the campfire, playing lots of blackjack. Their lives were full of glee. Then Maeve got down on one knee to propose a marriage. She got shot by a Cherokee in their Midwest village. They should have checked their privilege, 'cause they had no reservations about stealing reservations. Two cowgirls under moonlight, you know what isn't right. Taking land from natives, then making love all night. Telling stories and singing songs, LGBT get-alongs, baling hay and being gay, happy World Pride Day.
Well, howdy there, folks. You know, keeping the ranch up and running does take a lot of hard work and sacrifice. There's always a fence that needs amending, a saddle that needs a fixin', or a gate that needs a fresh coat of paint. Quality tools are important. That's why I always take my custom to Doyle's in Galway. Not only are they committed to quality, but they're also committed to supporting the LGBTQ plus community this Pride Month by offering a 10% discount on all power tools. Doyle's Tools and Hardware. putting the pride in proudly Irish.
I call them thieves, y'all call them cow people. Stole them from the natives, how they move is lethal. Forced them away from what was theirs. Heartless brutes ignore the innocent tears. Cowboys are homophobic, just damn hateful. Will never wanna be like them, and I'm not so ungrateful. And the kicker is most of them are secretly gay. They are terrible people, there will be hell to pay.
Cowgirls under moonlight, a love that felt so right. Made them grow in the stables, making love all night. Telling stories and singing songs, LGBT get loans. Bailing day and being gay, happy World Pride Day.
This show is part of the Head Stuff Podcast Network, a hub for the creative and the curious. Shows are produced in association with Head Stuff and the Podcast Studios Dublin. Find out more or become a member at headstuffpodcasts.com.